Okay, for the canned apple pie filling, I'm going to have about 20 cups of sliced apples, 5.5 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of clear gel. I did buy my clear gel in bulk. I got it off of the Amazon there. Instant clear gel. And then a tablespoon of cinnamon, apple juice, nutmeg, and then bottled lemon juice here at the end. The first things first is in my pot, I mix my sugar, clear gel, cinnamon, and nutmeg together. There's a heck of a shine on this thing. Okay, so now this is in my book, The Ultimate Preserving Guide to Fill Your Pantry on Amazon. It's linked to the page there, but I'm just using this because it's what I got out. Anyhow, mix the sugar, clear gel, cinnamon, nutmeg together in the pan. Okay, so I'm putting the sugar in here. This is cup 5. And a half. It seems like a lot, but I promise it's super good apple pie filling. 4.5 cups of sugar. And then I need 1.5 cups of my clear gel. So let me get that ready. Okay, this is my clear gel, if y'all can make it out. Medley Farm, or Hills Farm Instant Clear Gel. So it's a food starch, it thickens foods instantly without cooking. So, okay, whatever. 1.5 cups of that, though. Dusty. And then cinnamon and nutmeg. Whew. It is a tablespoon of cinnamon. If you go over, that's okay. At least it is for us because we like it with the cinnamon in it. I usually put a heapy spoon. And then a teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, that's a half. Here we go. Add the apple juice and stir it well. So I forgot to get a whisk out, so I'll have to get one of those. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, and then 5, that's what I'm using, yeah. 5 cups of apple juice. Clearly, I ain't going to use all this apple juice, so put it in the fridge and use it later. Or as wanted. But anyhow, neither here nor there on that. 5 cups. 1. Okay, and then 5 cups of apple juice, and then I put it on the stove, bring it to a boil. Oop. After I mix it really well. Oop. Okay, and as you can see, it'll mix better once it starts heating up and disperse amongst itself. Okay, you can see the mix is thickened up real good. Still got to work some clumps out of it. But I go until it's thick and bubbly. So hopefully I get these white clumps busted out. Okay, so I removed it from the heat because it was all thickish and bubble-like. Still a little clumpy, but that's just going to have to do because I can't get it all to bust up. This is for us anyhow, so we're not as picky. Anyhow, now you add the 3/4 cup of lemon juice, bottled lemon juice here. And I already shook it to mix it all in together. And I'm going to use a 1/4 cup here, so 3 of those. Stir that, and then I'll start folding in the apples. Remember I said about 20 cups of apples, or about 10 pounds, so. And then they'll come from this and go straight and then go into the jars, which is supposed to be a hot pack. But honestly, I'm skipping that part because by the time I get the apples and stuff in this and get it packed, the jars, this mix won't be that hot. But to hot pack it, you can put it in water or put it in your oven on 200 just to keep the jars hot. Okay, fold in some apples. Okay, so anyhow, this is only like 11-ish cups of apples because it's all fit in my bucket. But you got to put in your little thyme. Get them underneath there. These turn color fast. They've been setting in lemon juice. I got them strained. Clearly my container ain't big enough. But my big pan's making chili, so can't have it all, I guess, huh? Okay, I swapped the pot over, so now I got room for all the apples. And then I will just fold them in here. And this is what will go into the jar. It's supposed to make between 6-7 quarts of apple, yeah.
Mama, can I use that?
In a minute you will. Anyhow, you see me mixing it up here real good. Packing the quarts as tight as you can, just so you got a good filled pie. But otherwise, there we go. We're getting ready to start some packing in the jar as soon as I get them all over here and ready. Alright, so the apples are done and ready, and they're going in my jar here. Fill the jar up. You gotta leave about 2 inches head space because these will expand and all that there good stuff. I can hear my family making fun of me in the background. Like I don't know. What? Yeah, my bad. That's an apple. Anyhow, when you look at this, you can see, based on your jars here, this line, and it goes around, and this measures your headspace if you were to cheat with it. So it's like 1/4 inch, gets part way here, and then you got a 1/2 inch, keeps going down, and then you got an inch. Almost, baby. And then so you got an inch there, and then so you know you need to take another inch down. So about top of your neck of the jar here. And then supposed to pack them in pretty tight. That way ain't no air bubbles and all that. So anyhow, get them packed in there tight. Wipe your rim. Okay, wipe your rim up real good. If you don't, then you'll likely have a seal failure because there will be some kind of debris or mess on there that won't allow it to seal all the way. So, and then put your flat. These are regular mouth jars, so I'm using regular mouth flat pieces or lids, whatever you want to call them. Here's the one. Oop, there we go. And then you place your band. And they say finger tight's just right, but you know, I put it on a little tighter than that because I just do. But anyhow, that is ready to drop down into the canner. So when I get them all filled up, we'll go put them in the canner. Okay, so the canner is full. I got 7 pints or quarts out of that there mess of apples. I am canning these on the front porch because it is bloody humid and miserable in the house there. So these have to go for 20 minutes and then they'll be done. Okay, so anyhow, the rack just gets dropped down into the boiling hot water. Just drop it down in there, you go. And as you can see, the water is over top all the jars. So once this starts its roll and boil again, 20 minutes time, and then I'll remove them from the water and set them up to finish cooling. So I guess we'll just start the timer when this is going. Okay, it's a roll and boil, as you can see. And it is also about dark out here, so I'm using the porch light. Turn the heat off. Jar lifter here. Let me get it. Anyhow, you can see this here is the rubber ends. It's shaped circular like a jar. And then up here's your handles. They are plastic, kind of rolly, and they're not much grippy. So take your jar lifter, reach down in, and lift your jar out. Shake off any water that might be on it. Ooh, don't whack it on your stove. And then get them all removed, and we'll take them in and set them to cool. Okay, anyhow, see how it holds it perfect? Right underneath the rim there. Okay, so anyhow, I got them in the house now, so I'm going to take them out of this pan and put them on this here section to dry. Leave space in between them so they can cool evenly. That way, you know, you get airspace through them and all that there stuff. But yeah, see how I got space in between? That'll allow them to cool. Now, you just gotta wait for them to start sealing, and then they're shelf stable.